Okay, so this is the current planetary chart for all the energies in the sky right now. So I just wanted to see where the moon was. We can see the moon is down here in Scorpio with the south node at 22 degrees. The moon's at 16 degrees, which is opposing this Taurus energy, which I've been talking about, the Uranus and Venus conjunction. So it's in an opposition right as we speak now, and almost exact once it gets to that 55 sort of minute area, 50-minute area. And yeah, so the Uranus. So this moon. The moon is really important to follow, and why we follow it is it changes signs every 2.5 days, and it's our emotions, it's our feelings, it's our internal self. And so the moon changing signs, and the moon affects us because it affects the water, it affects animals, it affects nature. Everything on Earth is affected by the moon. And our emotions and our internal self gets affected basically by the changing of this sign every 2.5 days, which is why a Cancer moon person is considered moody, because the moon is literally changing signs every 2.5 days. So their feelings and emotions can be changing every 2.5 days. So the moon in Scorpio is intense. It brings up like all the emotional dark stuff we've been having, holding down deep inside. Every month, the moon moves into Scorpio. And I said to you last month that every time the moon moves into Scorpio now over the next 6 months, we're going to feel this intensity of these themes come up of that south node eclipse, lunar eclipse in Scorpio that was on the 15th, 16th of May. So that moon is intense. It brings up all the secrets, the truth. It brings up anything about power struggles and emotional manipulation, financial fears, unhealthy desires and addictions. All those sorts of murky things that we keep bottled up inside or that are more taboo and we don't like to, bring up. It's the emotional, psychological stuff as well. Anyway, so it's opposing, the moon is opposing this Uranus and Taurus energy, so it's going to amplify that energy too. And that moon is about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves us, what's holding us back, where we've had fears and we're not stepping into our own power, basically. And that Uranus Taurus energy opposing it, so in opposition is always like another perspective. It's a release point, another way of seeing things, basically. So and that conjunction that Uranus and Venus are doing, conjunction is a creation, new birth, something beginning, basically. The energies are intertwining and coming together. And Uranus is the awakener. It wants to liberate us, free us from where we are entangled and where we shouldn't be, where we're stuck. It shakes us up, it stirs things up. It wants us to change something or do something different, not within social confines or societal restrictions, what's expected of us. And then Venus is our love language, it's our values, what we find pleasurable, our relationships, how we love. And a conjunction of those two energies is in Taurus too. So the sign of Taurus is all about our money and finances, our possessions, our self-worth, our confidence, our security, our food, our stability, our survival, our relationships. So those energies coming together to liberate us in some way, to help us to activate, to raise our frequency, to get more in alignment with the right people and the right connections. And that Venus is the ruler of the North Node, and the North Node is just over here. Let me just take that back a bit. So the North Node is at 22 degrees. So Taurus is going to meet the North Node, I think it's the 17th for me in Australia, might be the 16th for you if you're elsewhere. Of June, so it's like in less than a week. And the North Node's all about our destiny, our future, where we're heading towards collectively, personally. It's what we're learning and integrating into this life. And then that South Node down here, that's what we're releasing, letting go of what no longer serves us, what's holding us back, what we've used and learnt already in this life, what we've already spiritually attained, and we can now move forward and use that powerful energy to move forward towards our North Node. And that's, this is in the sky. This is also found in our personal charts too. We have our own North and South Node that affects us and is one of the most important things in our chart, and it's really guiding our life, basically. So it's really important to know where the nodes are in your chart as well. So yeah, so this is really powerful energy, and it's a really powerful transit to be talking about because of this, it being like such a destiny energy and whatnot as well. So, yeah, Venus will meet with, and so basically Uranus and Venus first meeting is like liberating us. It's like getting us out of those stuck confines of what we're holding ourselves in or whatever, especially if it's like psychological based with this Scorpio moon too happening now. And then that Scorpio moon's going to meet with the South Node too later today. So that's going to intensify things anymore, and it's definitely going to be that big part of that reflection on release, what we need to release and let go of, that's psychologically holding us back, emotionally holding us back, that's no longer a part of our future and our destiny, what we're moving towards. And it's being, it's moving towards letting go of needing other people's resources and finances and being able to rely on ourselves and our own skills and abilities to create our own confidence and self-worth, and to be able to have stability, whether it's financially or whether it's like relationship-wise, stability and confidence and self-worth, all that sort of stuff. So it's everything to do with our finances, our money and our self-worth and our confidence and all of that stuff. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, that this is why this is so powerful, and the intensity that we're going to be going through with this opposition over the day. But yeah, it's just important that like it's always about being truthful and honest when we're talking about Scorpio, and then when we're talking about Taurus, it's about like grounding into reality what we want and desire in a way, bringing it into the reality, and it's like what's practical, what's practical and what we need for survival on a day-to-day basis, and letting go of what's not needed, what's not necessarily what's toxic, what's just about power or is about trauma or anything that's like ego-based. It's that Mars energy, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, so it's all about transformation and change and stepping into our true authentic power of ourselves and who we are and what we desire and what we're here for. So yeah, really powerful times. This was going to be a quick video, but it's never quick when you go in depth with the astrology. Just like when you get a chart reading with me, we look at your chart, it's like an hour and a half chat because there's just so much to look at, and even then we don't even get through everything. So it's an ongoing learning thing with astrology. There's so much to learn and know and focus on and look at, and like this sort of chart is just the basic, and our birth chart is just the basic thing. There's so much to look at. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you soon, and just step into that energy of being liberated and free from what's no longer serving you. Take care. Bye.